Hello and welcome back. I'm continuing on with 2 Point Campus, and in the last episode, I was essentially finished with Freshleigh Meadows. I just have to basically log in, start the new year, and we'll get 3 stars. So, in the last episode, I was just in the process of tidying everything up. I'm going to be showing what everything looks like, and then just finish off Freshleigh Meadows, and then move on to the next one. So, here we go. Continue on. So there we go. Average student happiness is pretty high. Campus level 14, 66 people, 19 teachers, well, 19 staff. All right, so just going to quickly pause it. So I ended up making just one big dorm here. So as you can see, there's plenty of beds. Each bed, from what I've read, is used for 5 students. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22 beds. So 110 students can fit in this one dorm room. The room prestige is at 11, which is pretty good. There's 66 students assigned. Rent per year, 165,000. So I've stopped making it so that there's a difference between the men and the male and the female dorms, and just put them all in together. From what I read, the double jump beds, I think you kind of have to have like co-op dorms for them to really be useful. So by making it just a male or female dorm, I was essentially making these pretty useless. So I also made a nice big shower. There's 7 showers, 7 toilets, and the student lounge is much bigger. The capacity is only at 15, and it seems like it's always at capacity, but at least it looks a bit nicer. I did try extending it so it was 2 squares bigger, but it just did the same. So, I don't know. Maybe for the student lounges, I'm just going to have to stick with making smaller ones in the future. So yeah, I set up 4 virtual normality centers, 2 lecture halls, a nice big library here, and for the I have to actually change that. So what I wanted to do was actually make this one so that it was more geared towards virtual normality, so I can change that quickly. Sell this one and sell this one. Edit the room, and let's see, do I have a virtual normality bookcase? Is that the one? Yep. So I think I'm going to use this as the template for the libraries that I do in the future. I actually unlocked the big library, and no, I don't want to delete that. Stop editing. There we go. So it adds 8% learning power, increases attractiveness, and it seems to be a much better choice for the library. And I have two of the computer cubicles, 2 of the textbook cubicles, and 2 of the study cubicles, and 2 records, as well as a book display, 2 bookcases. So the library looks pretty good there. And like I said, I saved that as a template for the next one. Capacity is 14, so it's rare you're going to get that many people in a library at once. I did a little bit around the outside, but for some reason I just couldn't get rid of this door. Every time I tried to, oh, of course, now it makes me look foolish. It was giving me this error that I couldn't save it. It would have like a error footprint here. But of course now it's not doing it, so it looks like I'm just talking crazy. Alright, so the dorm looks a little bit better. I like kind of setting it up so that the sidewalks go door to door. Nice little pathway around and plenty of room to work with. But this area is essentially done. And I have 4 science labs. I think for the next one, I'm not going to focus on mirroring every cooking one. I'm only going to put in the stuff that they really need, because the rooms get a little bit expensive, and in the later levels, you don't want to waste a lot of money unnecessarily. So the room value for that is 67,000, which we're not going to be building science labs in the next level, but there we go for that one. Okay, so manage course. Let's just jump science up to 4 there. Confirm. And there we go. 3 stars. We unlocked the light bulb statue, which is a pretty good one. Got plenty of sims, plenty of kudosh, and there we go. So that's level 1 done. If I were to continue on, I'd have to hire another scientography teacher, but I don't have to do that, so great work. Freshleigh Meadows now boasts a first-rate academic facility. Head to the map from the pause menu and decide where to set up the next campus. So, we are officially done with Freshleigh Meadows, and it's time to move on to the next one. That's not the menu. That's exit to map. And save and quit. So, if you ever want to come back and start working on any milestones for scientography or virtual normality, it's best to just do it in that level and kind of let the years pass rather than build up another one in the next one you're doing. Unless you really want to do that, but it's up to you. So, Freshleigh Meadows is all done, and you can either scroll all around the map, or let's see, where's the next one? I was going to say you could just click on the button there, but oh, there we go. So, Piazza, Lanatra. So, this is the cooking one. Food for thought. Serve award-winning food and help culinary students stomach the perils of fine dining. I like how the campus is actually usually gives a nice flyover when you start a new level, and it seems to look a lot better than 2 Point Hospital did. You kind of see a city set up. So that's pretty nice. So for this campus, it looks like we have a lot to work with. I think this is where they introduce a few things. This is where they introduce the student union. You have to start throwing a lot of parties. Well, you don't have to, but that improves the student happiness quite a bit. And it also introduces the private tutor, I think, where students will generally go to that automatically, but you can just pick up students that are not doing well as far as grades go. Just pick them up and drop them in there. But you don't want to have too many private tutors because each one takes a teacher, which means you're taking a teacher away from the students and takes quite a bit of time away. So we're going to avoid doing that as much as we can. So student intake is 10. I think for this one, we're going to drop that down to, yeah, so I did a little bit of reading in between episodes, and it looks like one teacher can take care of 16 students. So, yeah, you'll still need the 2 classrooms, but you won't need as many teachers, and yeah, you definitely want to stick to that multiplication of 8. Hello there, I'm DJ Sous Chef. You'll find my restaurant and nightclub Beetroot right here in Piazza, Lanatra. I'm here to help turn your student body into a bodacious stew of learning. The dialogue is definitely cheesy in this game. Welcome to the culinary world. It's going to be delicious. So, we could add another course, but I think we're just going to stick with gastronomy. And if we lower the tuition, we want to get close to 15. Can we get 16 students? Nope. So let's stick with getting 15. So they're happy there. 15 applications. Apply the changes, and there we go. We're going to stick with that. Now, we could use the template for the big room, for the big dorm, and I'm actually tempted just to do that because the dorm will hold up to 110 students, and eventually we're going to get there, plus it's going to keep them quite happy. But we're also going to need quite a bit of space for a few other things. So this actually does extend out a fair bit. Um, to start, yeah, we're going to do that. Just get rid of those. Make sure the building's nice and big. Unpause it so it starts constructing that. And yeah, I think we're just going to use the dormitory that I set up. So to do that, you go room templates, and mine was the mega dorm and cost 71,000. So it is a big investment, but I think for this one it's worth it. So if we go like this, flip it around,
Stupid questions will make you
and
look stupid.
yeah, we'll stick with putting that in. So yeah, this is a pretty expensive one to go with, but I think that it's it's definitely going to make it worth it in the long run. So I'm just going to stick with that for the dorm. It's just going to sell off one of the windows, which is not really a big deal. We're going to need your basic lecture theater. I still haven't really made a template for that one that I think is worth it. So we're just going to stick with your 4x4. Make sure that there's 2 spaces there. And have it so that the lecture one is right there. Fit in nicely. There we go. Door. And that's all we need for the lecture theater. When you can start upgrading, I did read that one of the tips is to upgrade the lecture theaters first, because lecture theaters are used for everything, whereas in this you'll have to upgrade to get the same effect. You'll have to upgrade the savory kitchen and the sweet kitchen, or you can just upgrade the lecture hall, and that one's a lot better. So now we need one. We're going to make 2 savory kitchens. We're going to do them side by side, and savory kitchen has to be 6x6. So we want to make sure that there's enough room. Yep, 12, 6. So yep. So we can put 2 savory rooms side by side, and we are going to put this one, yeah, right there, so the students have lots to work with. And that's basically all we're going to do for the time being for this one, and then just mirror that on the other side. So 6x6, and just have the door there. There we go. Flip it so that it's mirrored.
Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog.
There we go. And that's good for that. Now we just add a gastro cooking teacher. I'm always going to have problems with that word. It just looks so weird. One thing that I was not really paying attention for before was the references here. So there's some you want to watch out for. So gross is not really a good one, especially for cooking. Iron bladder is a good one, but let's see what the other guy offers. Rapid, so it's best to just go with that one. So we have our gastro teacher. Our base here is all set up. And yeah, we have plenty of room if we want to expand this out, which we might eventually. And then, let's see. Yep, so all along here as well. So you do want some outside, because the outside does help with their health. But you also want to make it so that, you know, most of the stuff is kind of pretty close here. And you can actually make the hallways one square wide, as long as you don't clutter with a lot of stuff like the vending machines and everything. So we're not going to put a door there right now, since they don't really have much to go that way for. And so we have that. Manage courses. We don't need to manage a course. And a bathroom. So of course we need a bathroom. We're going to put the bathroom right in this section here, because the teachers need the bathroom and the students need the bathroom. And let's just have it nice and easy like that. Let's stick with the gold toilets because they are far more visually appealing. Let's make 4 is usually a good number to go with. Let's do 3 sinks, I think. Nice little garbage bin. And we'll put another garbage bin just outside the lecture hall, because there's not a lot of room in the lecture hall. And then one by the door for each of the kitchens. There we go. So bathroom is done. The 2 kitchens are done. That's good. Hand sanitizer. Let's put hand sanitizer a little bit around. So we got one in the bathroom, one outside the lecture hall, and one outside each of the kitchens. So they are pretty even there. Bathroom's good. And we are just going to put a little shower in between. So if we make it 5 squares, do I want to do 5 or 3? Let's do 3. 3 by 3. And just cut that out. Put 3 showers in. And we can always extend this out later if we need to. Which we may eventually do because we're starting off with 16 students, but we can always bump that up to like 64 in not much time. So if we put a door there, actually, you know what? I'm going to extend it out now because why really worry about the hassle? So let's make that a 4 by 4, have a door on either side, and yeah, the dormitory has a door up top there, door there, and a door outside there. So they have plenty of room to get in and out. We want 5 showers. Actually, let's put the shower doors. Nah, they're best there. So the showers can face the outside wall. 2 more showers. We'll put in some towel racks because the towel racks add quite a bit to the appearance. Let's do 4 towel racks and a couple sinks across the middle. So let's do 4 sinks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 garbage bins just for the heck of it. And you can start adding these dividers, which I have started doing a little bit more just for appearance wise, but it's not really a big deal. So let's put a couple soap posters, put one above each garbage bin to remind them to wash their hands. We don't need any windows, and the shower room is done. So we have lecture hall, 2 kitchens, nice big dorm, so you're not going to have to worry about the dorm at all. And I believe that we are ready to start off this year. So we just went through about $200,000 just like that. 20 course points. We can actually get up to 20 students. No, let's stick with 15 for now, for the first year anyway. Okay, start the next year. And we can add more of the rooms later. Okay, so these are essentially the prerequisite quests before you even start doing the stars. So now we need a private tuition room. So that's what I was talking about a little bit before. So these are not really that big of a deal, and we're going to try and use them as little as possible. So they have to be a 3 by 2. There is not much that you can add to these private tuition rooms, and you're going to want to try and use them as little as possible, actually. So the library is going to be a much better choice for your students' learning.
Healthy body,
But
healthy mind.
there we go. So tuition room is done, and then you just have to make sure that you have a good teacher for it. Okay, so we are paused. Good. Now we just need to get a second culinary teacher. So good personal hygiene, but he gets hungry easily. So I'm gonna add some of the. Actually, this is probably gonna be the better one because he has private tuition, but he has bin blindness, which means that he litters quite a bit. And it's a little bit of a trade-off, but you can't get perfect ones every time. So now somebody has to start going to the private tuition to learn.
We're more afraid of you than you are of us.
Okay.
Now taking students for gastronomy.
Alright, let's speed that up so we get the private tuition sessions finished.
Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host.
First they go to the dorm room, they see that they have a huge area here to work with. So I kind of went overboard with the desks. I don't know exactly what the desks do, but they don't seem to add any appearance, and they don't seem to add any real value. But they have them there if they need them. If it does improve study, then great, we're way ahead. I just don't think it does. Alright, so first they have to go through the lecture hall, and then they'll get their first grades, and then they'll go to the campus, I think, or the private tuition room. So I like how things like this actually appear in the game, where you can tell what lesson they're doing just by what appears on the second platform. So obviously they're doing gastronomy. So looks like a cheesecake or something.
You came here on purpose.
So they are asking for, oh yeah, the library. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is use the pre-made library that I have and put that over here. Bless me. Alright. Lecture theater, library. So we are going to take the pre-made one that I did. Tea lounge. So yeah, some of these are going to have to be deleted because they're not very useful. But good library. I think that was the one that I had. Yep. So I actually can't afford that yet. So we'll actually need a little bit more money before we can start building that. Monthly profit or loss 6,000. So if we wait 1 month, we can start making the good library, and then I can put that down. Ooh, somebody's got a D. Okay, so we have enough to get the good library. I'm not even sure what that one was. But yeah, I'm going to have to go through this at some point and clean up a lot of the junk that I have in here. Alright, so good library. Put that one right here. Or should I put it like this? Yeah, put it like that. And we can actually get rid of the two. They were for Scientography. So I should have set it so that it saved the template without those, but live and learn. And the gastronomy takes 100 points, which good, we have enough. We're going to add 2 of those in. So my students are going to do quite well as far as grades go. We're going to get a lot of income from the dorm here. So yeah, money-wise, it looks like we're down quite a bit now. But I mean, our profit is already 12,000, and as their grades improve and more students come in, that's just going to go up and up and up. Okay. So there's 5 students waiting for tuition, or for the tutoring. Ooh, he has an F already. I guess I could duplicate this room. I actually have it as pretty cheap, and then I can sell that off pretty soon. I don't know if I'll actually have enough to hire another teacher. So salary is 30,000, which means that 10%, it'll take 3,000 just to hire them. So I'll have to wait till the next month to do that.
Janitor to maintain lectern. Thank you.
Yeah, that's one downside to starting with such a massive dormitory. I mean, I started off with 250,000. If you just built your rooms off without using template, like the templates for the really good ones that I said in the last level, then I'd have a lot more to work with. So. Alright, so they're going. They're building a giant cake. Kind of reminds me of that game, Burger Time, where you have the chef walking across the levels just to make these giant hamburgers. Just really oversized food. It looks like they're making some kind of omelet. It would take days and days to go through that much, unless you had a huge, huge household. Alright, so yeah, you can start throwing parties in this level.
The longer you've been revising.
Ooh, it looks like they're burning it. Yeah, you can start throwing parties in this level to really up their happiness and everything. But that's not really too necessary right now. Because each party costs a couple thousand. Oh, it actually looks like we do have 2 teachers doing the tutoring. So there's not really a big queue for the 2 tutor rooms, and now we need to build a student union. So let's start with that. We can't even do that yet. Yeah, so there's going to be a bit of a delay as far as hitting the prerequisites, just because I put so much money to that dorm, like 70,000, and the library was like 59,000. So rather than putting those in, I probably could have built the student lounge already. Love bench wanted. Yeah, we can at least throw that down. So let's put that one right in front of the flower bed. And yeah, we'll throw 2 down. Nice even number. Right. So at least their grades are going up. They started off, like some students had an F when they first came in. Some had Ds. Let's quickly check where they are now. So students, our lowest grade is an F, so Ace Chump has got to get his act together. Can we pick him up? Nope, we can't pick up students. We can pick up teachers, I guess, but not students. Okay, so the monthly profit is going up. That's good.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Yeah, the prerequisites for level 1 were so much easier. It's just like, oh, here's how you move the mouse around, and then zoom in and out. Maybe I should have started off with 20 students. Would have been a bit more income. At least our income is going up now, so if we have more than 28,000, we can at least start the student union, and requires a 3x4, so we're going to stick with just doing the default size for now, because the main reason to do a bigger one is to be able to put in the stage, but we don't have that unlocked yet. And I think the stage takes probably 3x4 squares just to put one in. So not much chance that we're going to bother with that at the time being, especially since money's a little bit tight. You can actually take out loans as well, which for the most part I don't really like to do. But it is an option, so we just need to make sure we have a table. Will the gaming table suffice? No. You have to have specifically a table. So, there we go. And down to 700 sims. And hire an assistant. So we have to wait another month to be able to do that. But let's just see what we have available for assistants. So, we don't need a librarian.
Super chef, please.
Comic timing would probably be a pretty good one. So he's sloppy, but he has an iron bladder. Or we could get this one, who is terrible. So, yeah, you can always just dismiss that one. That guy looks pretty awful. So, just keep moused over there. Make sure we put him in there. And okay, so the Sims are starting to come in a bit more now, and we built up the game pretty good already. Okay, schedule an SU party. Alright, so let's schedule a party. So to do that, you just go into the click on the room, go to the thing that looks like a calendar with a check mark, select SU party, schedule the event. So each event has a cost. It's usually between 4,000 and 8,000, and it increases the happiness for a few days and movement speed. So you can schedule the event and you can make it repeat every year, or you can just book it the one time. So we're just going to stick with booking it the one time for now. And just move it ahead. So usually when there's a party going on in the student union, you can tell by the pink laser lights going on. And yep. Okay, not pink, purple. So the laser lights change color. But there we go. And the capacity is 7. If you get a bigger room, you can add more staff, it'll increase the capacity, but 7 is enough. So 7 people get to enjoy the party, and the rest, the hell with them. Okay. So the building value is just, it's pretty good right now, 302,000. And the party went well. There's a wide range of events that you can run on campus, so don't forget to spice up the academic year. So yeah, if you want to spend some time, you can always schedule events throughout the year and have it every couple days or have it every month that's off. Problem with that is that they do have to study as well.
It didn't happen.
We finished the prep. Now all we can do is mix everything together and hope for the best. Campus cook-off. So for this level, you're going to have to do a lot of campus cook-offs, and each one occupies a room for a certain amount of time. So you just have to make sure that you have enough rooms so that it's not affecting the students too much. Alright. So to get 1 star, we have to complete 10 private tuition lessons. The entertainment is good, and we have to get our students up to a B grade. And win the campus cook-off. So that's what we're going to aim for this year. That's going to be a tough one to do in the first year because I actually was a little bit behind by using this massive dorm. So I think that's going to be our goal for year 2, to finish off the 1 star and then kind of use the we don't even have a janitor actually, so let's get a janitor too. We definitely want somebody that has the maintenance, because maintenance seems to be the much better one to go with. So this guy's a bottomless pit. He's going to be hungry a lot, and this one is terrible. So the references are apparently a really good one to keep an eye on. So what we're going to do is just stick with the janitor, and we need to get some food items down. Our students are starving to death. So we're going to put some down. We're going to put the vending machines right there. And what else? We'll put another one over on this side. Okay, so the vending machines are a good source of income. And put some tables down. Table there. And then a couple tables in front of the 2 vending machines. That way the students start interacting a bit more. Garbage is good. We're not really going to add too much as far as appearance-wise goes. Can we get this yet? So the kudosh. Yeah, we have enough to get the water cooler. So let's get the water cooler and the love trumpets. They are probably some of the better items to go with. So let's put a water cooler right by the dorm area here. And let's put the love trumpets over by the tables. There we go. Alright, so the campus level went up. Whenever that happens, I think you get 5 to 10 campus points. So there's a reason right off the bat to start leveling up your campus too. So we have only a few months left. How are our students doing? So we have 2 A's, a couple B's, and some C, quite a few C's. So this year is already not going too good for them. What can we do with this guy who's failing? Which one is Ace? Ace is this guy here. Can we get him to go to the... Nope, can't force him to go to the tutoring. No, I don't want to expel him. Oh, there we go. Send a private tuition. So we can get him up there, but...
Lovely.
Alright, I probably should have done that sooner, but... you can already see, I think he was at 33 a second ago, so... He's not going to be very happy, but he's got to get his grade up. So, let's see, this one is the guy, I think. Yep. Okay, so his grade is going up a little bit. Just not enough yet. So, more students need to complete the private tuition, and more need to get grade B. Oh, and this is the level that they start introducing the club stands, or the clubs for the students. Now, does it unlock any right away? Yep, so you can put down essentially as many as you want, but it's usually best to kind of pick and choose which club you want for each level. So I think for this one, we're going to go with the speed walking club. Actually, no, we're going to use the speed walking one for the Unite level. We're going to use the power nap club for this one. So this means that instead of having to go to sleep, a lot of times they can recover energy. Oh, basically anywhere. Let's see if there's actually a good explanation in anything here. So members can sleep on the spot to recover energy anywhere on campus. So we have most of these items are easy enough to unlock. Yeah, and, well, I'm not actually sure quite what the items do, but yeah, we want to make sure that they have a good club there, and we're just going to resume. So I think, yeah, they're going to start joining the club pretty soon. Hamburger. Gigantic freaking hamburger. So they are getting a bit better. But this year is nearing its end already. So money is definitely starting to come in a lot better. It's a little low for the first year, but probably would have been better if I did take the other bunch of students, and then I could just expand this out and put in a third savory kitchen. But I can do that soon. Alright, so she just gave a brief explanation of the club. Not that that really matters too much. We're going to work on putting some of those items down to improve the aesthetics of the campus here and to improve its level. So we're in June. Student entertainment is starting to go down a little bit, but we're at 1 B grade gastronomy class. And I think we might be able to hit this by the end of the year. Hopefully. But it looks like we are going to hit the students' complete private tuition. And the entertainment has gone down a little bit, so we are going to have to put in some entertainment items. So, entertainment, if you just want to go to the tab there, it's a much easier way to go. We're going to add a bookcase here. They find that pretty entertaining. Bookcase here as well. This is the one that I really want to get, but I need a lot more kudosh for that. I could get the Meat Wizard machine, but it's not really worth it. So I only have one item at the moment that really provides entertainment. Yeah, I do want to get the better food and drink ones as well. But again, I need more kudosh. So let's get some more food and drink down. That way they're always well fed. Let's get some more garbage bins just because we need to keep the area kind of clean, because that's going to add to the students' happiness as well. So we can't put a garbage there, but we can put another water cooler, and that provides entertainment as well. And so does the love trumpet. No, that just increases attractiveness. But, yeah, what can you do? So we got that done. Now we want to put in some benches. Let's put those a little bit closer to the door. One on each side. Yeah, because you want to make sure that they're developing good relationships as well. And let's put a hand sanitizer there. One more garbage bin. And what else can we do here? The food chain. Everyone knows that you can't make good food on an empty stomach. DJ Sous Chef is offering us a bonus to keep our students well fed. Average food rating 70%. So we'll accept that. You pretty much want to accept everything because a lot of them you're going to accomplish just by playing through the level. And it's free kudosh. Okay, we completed it without even doing anything, so there we go. Alright, we have 32,000. let's see if we can hire one more private instructor here. No, we don't have that. But we do have... We're going to go with the squeaky clean teacher. And see if he can make our students just a little bit better. Alright, so... They're still doing the private tutoring lessons. We are definitely going to hit this one. This one is... We're cutting it close. And the B grade... We'll see by the end of the year just where they sit, but it's kind of weird that we're at 1 of 5, so what can we do?
Lovely.
Not much at the moment. So this year is already nearing its close. That went by pretty quick, actually. Yeah, so here it always keeps track of your campus level. So we're at level 5. This one has a ridiculous number of campus plots that you can buy.
We're approaching the
So
end
you
of
can
the
buy
academic year. Try not to
1,
worry.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different plots. So room you're never going to run out of. You could probably just go crazy with the courses on this one. You'd have room for scientography, virtual normality, and I think they introduced funny business here. I'm probably going to add that one in just because, you know, I have lots of room to work with. So this one here might end up being the main dorm area. I might make this the savory kitchens. If I need quite a few, then I might end up making this the sweet kitchen area, because it's not too far away from there. And then this can be the first one for the funny business. And then if I have to extend any more, I might end up putting another dorm in one of these ones. But I most likely won't need that. So students are done their private tuition. Entertainment is dropping quite a bit. We could use more arcades, so if we host another event, although there's definitely not enough time for that, so we don't really have time to do that. And oh well, I think this will be the first time that I haven't really hit the marks in the first year. Oh, staff room, that's what we're missing. I knew I was forgetting something. Staff room, staff room. Probably should have put that closer to... Let's make a nice small staff room for this one. And we'll just do a very basic one. Let's do the couch. Although I don't think that even really needs work on developing friendships, because the teachers, their relationships don't really matter in this, I don't think. And a basic table, so there we go. Staff room, nice and small. So that's easy enough to do. Alright, so the first year is finished. We didn't quite get as far as I would have liked, but we can review the awards. So year 1 is complete. Everyone graduated. Yeah, not as good as the last level, but everybody at least passed, and their grades will probably improve over time. We at least got Student Choice Award, 10 kudos, 5,000 sims, and yep, that's good. So that's done. Alright, so first year's finished. After a very savory year, it's time to cook something sweet. A truly great chef is just as familiar with sugar as with salt, with butter and cheese, with tiramisu as tender slammed broccoli. Remember, food is all about balance, except when it comes to custard. You can't have too much custard. Yes, you can. I've never really been a fan of custard. So, we can build some sweet kitchens, which we're going to do in the next episode. But let's just give this a quick pause. We can upgrade... How many course points? 20? And we could add some of those, but no, I want to wait because I'm pretty sure funny business unlocks. So I don't want to waste a lot of course points, especially for another one. We already have the virtual normality and scientography in the first level, so we're just going to ignore that. Students, we're going to take in 20 more students. So that's going to give us a total of 35. And we're going to make sure that we have 3 kitchens. So that's something to, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to work on that for. Yeah, I'm just going to take the maximum number of students in. And yeah, apply that. Confirm. Does it give any information when you mouse over? Nope. So we're going to get 200. So yeah, we're getting lots of tuition for the next year. And we'll have lots of money to work with when that starts up. So for the second year, we're going to need a sweet kitchen. I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit between episodes. Maybe move the dorm more to the middle. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm going to work on getting the sweet kitchens over to this campus area here. 4,000. Yeah, we're going to buy the plot there.
The academic year
Let
is
that build
over.
up.
Students
And
must
yeah, this is going to
vacate
be
the
the area for
campus.
these savory kitchens and probably the sweet kitchens. I'm going to move the lecture hall over there and have this as the main dormitory. Then I will eventually increase the size of the student union here. I'm also going to make a second bathroom over here because students are going to need the bathroom and the staff are as well, but it's going to give me more room to work with. So the library, the kitchens, the staff lounge, and the private tutoring labs, and a bathroom can all go over here, and the dormitory, the showers, the student lounge, and the student union can all stay over here. Maybe the library can go close to this one if I start running out of room, close to this side, and just put a nice little door in there so that it's easy enough to access. Entrance or side entrance? Let's go with side entrance. Make it nice and close there. And do I want to cut that out? No, I don't want to cut that out. Okay, so that's done there. Student entertainment has gone up quite a bit, even though I didn't even notice that. So yeah, I think next year we're definitely going to see 1 star go off pretty easily. I'm going to kind of start off with the campus cook-off, and that's it for tonight. Have a good night, all.